What's going on? What is going on, guys? It is Komang Kicks back at it again in Komang's crib, here to do another review on a sneaker that I think is probably one of the best summer shoes to come out. I mean, it's been out for a while, but it's going to be one of the better summer shoes to wear this summer. Now, I know in the previous video, some of you guys might say, well, that was a really short review. Why don't you talk more about the shoe, the comfort, whatever? I'm going to decide to do that. I'll actually break down the shoe fully for you guys, not just talking about stupid shit like I normally would. So this is going to be a little bit more of a serious review, but we do have a really good summer shoe. But before anything, if you guys are new to this channel or a returning subscriber, thanks so much for dropping by. Always means so much to me. Make sure you guys drop a like, comment, and subscribe as always. Much appreciated. Much love to y'all. But let's just get it started. So today, unfortunately, I don't have the box for the shoe because I left it out in California. Segueing it back into California, my girlfriend did also get me these shoes, so I'm very grateful for you. Thank you so much if you're watching here. I love you very much. But I did leave the box out there just because I couldn't really fit it into any of my luggage. But let me bring out the shoes for you guys and we'll talk about it, and I'll do a extensive review on them and what I like and dislike about them. The shoe that I want to review with you guys today are the VaporMax Pluses, and this is the grape colorway. So just initial thoughts on the shoe, what they look like. This colorway itself is fucking fire. I'm not even kidding. Like, just the ombre that they got going on in this shoe is absolutely crazy. For those of you who don't know the color, it's a gradient that starts from black to an actual purple tone, and it finishes off with an aurora green colorway. But a lot of people will just say it's like a turquoise or something along those lines. But it is actually an aurora green colorway, so don't get that shit twisted. Let's just start off by the body of the shoe itself. If you notice on the tongue all the way to the toe box, you do have 3M reflective. So that means if you do wear them at night or if you wear them in a certain lighting, it'll reflect a different way based on how you view them. So that in itself is really cool. I've seen a bunch of pictures online of photographers that'll take a picture of this shoe in the dark, and the 3M will reflect. So I think that's also really, really cool. Moving on, just to the side of the shoe, we do have this really nice wavy cage that lines up to the eyelets of the shoe, or the eyelets of the shoe is my fault. The eyelets of the shoe, which leads into the lacing. I think this is really cool. This is why I think this will be the summer shoe of the year, not only for the coloring, but for the cage. So the cage, when I look at it, represents hella wavy vibes, kind of like when you're at a beach, surfing, whatever. And then when we look at the tongue of the shoe here, you do get the perfect ombre that you have from the entire toe box around the entire shoe, but you have them in the tongue where you go from black, purple to that aurora green colorway, followed by the logo of the Air Max Plus, or the Air VaporMax Plus on just the tongue of the shoe. So let's take a look at the back of the shoe really quick. You do have this VM Air with a Nike check. I know a lot of shoes that are doing the Plus models, so you have the Air Max Plus and stuff like that, they'll do that, or the Zoom 2Ks. They'll have a lot of this. This is probably one of the only things I don't like about the shoe at this very moment. One of the few things I don't like about the shoe, I think, just this logo on the heel tab is a little bit tacky, and you do have just a standard heel tab just to hold your shoes or to put them on. So another thing that I want to touch up with you guys is the actual midsole itself right before you get into the bubbles on the VaporMax portion of it. So this actually is really nice, and this is why I like this shoe more than a regular VaporMax, is because you do have this layer on the midsole that adds for a little bit more comfort. A lot of people have said while wearing the VaporMaxes, they feel like cleats. And I've tried on a pair of the standard VaporMaxes, the VaporMax 2s, the 2019s, and I agree. They all feel like fucking cleats, except for this model. This is why this model is the best, with that extra layering that they have right above the outsole of the shoe. Now, one of the last things I want to touch up upon is the outsole of the shoe, which is the VaporMax bubbling portion. This, in terms of style, absolutely fucking crazy. Nothing like it I've ever seen before, but also people have said, like I said before, that these do feel like cleats, so sometimes when you don't have the extra layer of cushioning, it can kind of feel like, really uncomfortable, that you're kind of floating. It doesn't really feel like you have a good sense of grounding on these shoes. But because you do have that layer of cushioning, they feel great. So this is the one portion I want to talk to you guys about that I do not like about the shoes. So as you guys can see, these are slightly worn. Actually, not really slightly worn. I've worn these about 3 times, and as you guys can see, the bubbling is already getting very, very dirty. Now, the actual bubble itself is like a transition slash clear like bubble, so you should be able to see your finger if I were to put it onto here through here. But this will dirty up really fast. So it's kind of like when you wear a Jordan 11 and the outsole oxidizes. That's the same exact kind of concept that we're going for here. These, there's not much you can do after getting them and wearing them. They're gonna get dirty. So as much as you want to wear them and keep them clean, they're gonna get a little bit of beating on them. And I mean, what can you do? With that being said, I think this is an absolutely perfect summer shoe. I love the comfort and kind of the support that they bring into the shoe here. A lot different than the VaporMax, the normal Flyknits, and the 2019s that I said before. It's just that layer of cushioning did so much for me. On a level in terms of cushion and support and comfort overall, if I were to give the VaporMax a rating, I'd give that like a 6, maybe even a 5. But with the VaporMax Pluses, I would definitely give this 7.5 or an 8. Now, if you guys are considering buying these shoes did, I think you can get these right now for about $170 on StockX. I got them for about $190-ish. I would definitely say to half size up on these. You don't want to get your true size. It's a Nike shoe. Everybody knows Nike shoes run a little bit small. Let's just talk about ways you can lace them. I mean, honestly, like there isn't that many ways you can lace this shoe. It's just so set with the cage there. The cage doesn't really detach from the actual lining of the shoe itself. So I just followed the classic whatever the shoe gave me and just tied them up at the top. I think these look good with the laces showing at the end. So yeah, that's pretty much it for lacing. What looks good with these? Well, I did mention that these were gonna be a really hot summer shoe. So in the summer, you're not wearing fucking jeans. You're not wearing any joggers. We're out of that territory now. Thank the fucking Lord. It's been so fucking cold. With these, in the shoot that I did, which you guys will see in a little bit, I decided to wear, I wore a Keith Haring shirt that I got from Uniqlo, followed by blue colored shorts. They're almost like chino material that I got from Uniqlo also as well. I didn't go with high socks, but you could go with high socks on these shoes if the socks are really bright. So I think with summer, when you get summer vibes, I would want to wear a lot of different colors on my feet. So I know you guys have seen the Presto review. I would definitely pull those out in the summer as well. Overall, really good shoe. Like I said before, I'm gonna start doing a segment where I give the shoe an overall rating out of 10. And I would give this, just for the factor of color alone, I think I'd give this like an 8.5. You know, there are small nuances that I'd fix in the shoe. I think Nike has to figure out a way to stop the decolorization or whatever on the bubbles. But yeah, I'd give this about an 8.5. Really good shoe for the summer. You guys should pick up a pair for yourselves and see what they're like. That reflectiveness is absolutely crazy. They come out with stupidly, insanely loud colorways for the VaporMax Pluses. And any like Plus, Air Max Pluses, any of those types of models, they come out with stupid colorways, perfect for the summer. You're not going to be biting on anyone else's style by getting a pair. Also, shout out to Euro once again for getting me these. I absolutely fucking love them. I'll be wearing them all the time while it's summer out here. Now let's just take a look at what these will look like on feet. Let me do a couple on feet shots for y'all. And you know, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Later, bitch.
Roland, JoeC.